Hey guys, Dan here. We're going to be doing an analysis of the Blu-ray release of Zillafoot by SRS Cinema. Now, this won't be a movie review. That'll get handled on a later podcast, but this is just a review of the release, what's on the disc, and how everything is. Now, this is from, again, like I said, SRS Cinema, and they have this cover, and then there's like a secondary cover that is like a ripoff of Godzilla vs. King Kong. I guess they were clearly trying to get some type of traction with that. But this is, I love this cover art. The monster looks great. We're just going to go over to the other side over here. Now, it does list a few special features on here. And we're going to pop this into the computer and see what exactly is on this disc. But they do have some features that they have listed on the cover. And a little bit of it is a little confusing, but let me just read the description, then we'll get into it. We have a UFO lands on Earth, unleashing a giant monster that is half lizard, half gorilla, Zillafoot. The monster rampages, decimating any military response and even awakening a strange dinosaur. Now it's up to the scientist and the final member of the famed Ultra Squad to face new threats and save humanity in this epic kaiju homage to Toho's Monsters and Tsuburaya's Heroes. So if you do look at the back of the cover, you kind of get to see like a little like knockoff Ultraman type of thing. You can see they really do skirt around it being like, Science Patrol and all that stuff. Again, I would say it's more of a fan film, but definitely a well-appreciated addition to the genre. Now, under bonus features, this is where I started to get a little confused. It does list a new extended cut, but under bonus features. So I don't know if we are going to be getting two cuts of this film, or we're just going to get the extended cut and not get the original cut of the film. Again, this was released in 2019, but it got its pressing in 2021. So we have extended cut, trailers, slideshows, kaiju trailers, SRS trailer, and more. So I don't know what the and more is. Hopefully there's some director's commentary on there. With these smaller releases from SRS Cinema, I really appreciate there being a director's commentary or a commentary from somebody on here. To kind of explain these films a little bit more and like what was the creative process and why things were done a certain way. That really helped me out with Conga TNT, where on first viewing, I really didn't like the movie all that much. I watched the director's commentary and kind of grew a little bit more of an appreciation for what that project was. Still wouldn't recommend it unless you're a diehard monster movie fan, but that is for a different podcast. But right here, let's open this up and unbox it. SRS releases are usually pretty decent quality. They aren't like super duper professional, but these are movies that would never get a home release if it wasn't for SRS. I think that they do great work, and they keep a steady stream of movies coming out, which is really well appreciated. Nice standard Blu-ray case. You open it up, you have a little bit of a poster for Night Feeder, and we have the disc, which just has the cover art on it. Very nice disc. Almost texturized, the printing. I don't know if the other SRS ones that I've gotten have had this like texture to it. I like it. They're usually pretty well, and what I like about SRS is that they actually do press their Blu-rays. It's not just BDR that gets put into the computer and burned. Like they're actual pressings of this, so it's a little bit of a nicer quality. And occasionally you do get a secondary cover on the inside. I wasn't sure if we're going to be getting that Godzilla vs. King Kong style cover on the inside. We didn't, which I am 100% fine with because this beats that out of the water. So let's pop this into the computer and see what's on the disc. Alright, so I ripped the Blu-ray and I've taken the time to go through each video that was on there. There were 16 video files and label what each thing is. Mainly it breaks down to trailers, some behind the scenes photos, the menu buffers, and the actual title picture. So there, out of all these things, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 trailers that are for kaiju movies released by SRS cinemas. All the other trailers are for regular horror movies, and then one of them is for Dune World, which looks like a sci-fi movie. I will tell you guys, I do own a good amount of the kaiju ones. I haven't seen Attack the Giant Teacher yet. I have seen Howl from Beyond the Fog. That is a great movie. It's only about 30 minutes long. Definitely worth the watch. They had the Rega 3 trailer, Seafood Wars, and another Zillafoot trailer. In addition to that, the behind the scenes photos, they're pretty cool to look at, but it's not of all the pieces of the movie. It's kind of just of some of the pieces of the movie, because it looked like they had some of the movie filmed by one team, and then some of the extra bits were kind of like sent in. I don't know if that was part of the extended cut, if that was done during quarantine, what exactly the story with that was. But yeah, that was just skipping around a little bit of some of those behind the scenes photos. On top of that, you do have the extras menu, which just is this picture that you guys can plainly see with the features listed over here. The main title screen, which is over here, which is a pretty nice graphic, and the main featured title. Now, I can't really play that many of these titles because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but I do want to focus on this just for a little bit. There is no additional audio tracks. It is only English, and there are no subtitle tracks. No director's commentary or anything of that nature, so it's just the movie, no explanation, no context. And it is in 1080p. I know I've had not an issue, but one of the other movies I did think was 1080p, and there was actually a 1080i encoding, but this is 1080p. So yeah, that's it as far as the movie. I really do wish there was some type of alternative audio track or subtitles available, but this just doesn't have it on there, which I think is kind of necessary in these days, this day and age, to have at least subtitles for people that are hearing impaired. I think that'd be definitely a nice feature to have. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm gonna be working on this series a bit. This is the first one that we're doing, but we definitely want to do more in-depth, because sometimes you rip these Blu-rays and there's stuff that's not listed, or like weird menus that pop up when you just rip all the raw data off of them. It's pretty cool to see sometimes. But yeah, that's it, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.